Hey, good morning. This is Ariano with the Cross Connection. Hey, look, I was having some difficulty this morning with this word. We're called to serve one another. You know, that means we're called to actually put, as believers anyway, we're called to put others above ourselves. And I'm like, for me, I'm like, well, Lord, what about me? This person ain't doing this person ain't doing that, and I got to do this, and you know what? What does he say? What Jesus says, that's the heat I'm talking about. He says, whoever would come after me must hate his own life, take up his cross, and follow me. We must, yeah, deny ourselves daily and deny ourselves and put other people before us. That love your neighbor as yourself is the overarching, overruling commandment. Now, if we do that, then we fulfill the law. And I'm like, honestly, it doesn't seem fair. But check it out, right? I believe, actually, I know that as we follow his commands, look, this is what Jesus says. This is what he said too. Whoever loves me will obey my commandments, and I will love him. As we're, putting other people before ourselves, as we're seeking to serve and looking for opportunities to show hospitality, looking for opportunities and taking the opportunities that come to deny ourselves. That one's hard. That one's hard for me. It's one thing to look for opportunities to show hospitality. It's another thing to take the opportunity to deny myself. That's hard. But as I do it, Christ says, I will manifest my, anyways, he comes closer. The reality of his presence, there's a reality of his comfort. We get closer in our relationship as I practice giving myself away. So I just want to encourage you. Look, this is what we're called to. This is what we're called to. We're called to serve one another. We're called to lay down our life for somebody else. We're called to put somebody else first. It doesn't, whether we feel that they deserve it or not, this is the calling of the believer. To love one another as yourself. And first, that starts with, actually, when Paul is talking about the whole one another principles, he's talking about in the church. And then he does, our family of believers, and he does break it down to the husband and wives, how we're to honor one another, fathers or parents and children to fathers. Goodness gracious. But here, look, we are called to love one another. We're called to lay down our lives for others. We're called to put others above ourselves. And in that, there is the blessing. Hey, know that you are blessed, you are favored, and you are loved by God. Have an awesome day. This is Ariano with a Cross Connection.